Пока у нас, да, вот Backyard Skateboarding появился на экране, но
Welcome
вот пока
back to
расскажите.
ESA Summer 2021. We are raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to
Жесть.
thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. And now it's time for heyitsperk running backyard skateboarding with Jamie doing the awesome commentary. Take it
Heyitsperk
away.
Hello,
комментатором
everybody. Do we have a treat for you today in this second half of the
Значит,
skateboarding block? We're going to play the wonderful Backyard
продолжается игра
Skateboarding,
про
a
скейтборд.
2005 PC
Как вы
game
поняли по
for
названию, я
Windows
думаю.
XP that has a pretty awesome speed run. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a goofy run.
Ну, некоторые люди, скорее всего, в принципе, на рестримы марафонов попали, когда это еще был Golden Split. Но Golden Split немного другой канал, просто у нас тут перемещения некоторые произошли. Хотя канал Руска давно существует.
Me and Jamie are going to do our best to talk and give you a lot of information at once. It's a really short run though, and it's going to be a really fun time.
Да, короткий ран, 16 минут.
Jamie, if we're going to play a skateboarding game, then we should probably wear some protection, right?
I would say.
Yeah,
it's a good lesson to the kids to wear helmets and pads.
Yeah, you gotta wear your helmet if you're going skateboarding, right? All right, cool. So, without further ado, we have a little bit of save file manipulation that we're doing with our character is going to have maxed out stats. So,
да, значит, собственно, у нас раннер надел, значит, шлем. У нас персонаж, вот этот персонаж, мы возьмем персонажа, у которого все полностью... Так, значит, практически все... Короче, персонажи почти все статы будут вверх направлены, то есть они будут почти все заполнены полностью заполнены.
3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so there's a bunch of different power-ups that you can get in this game. The first one that we get right off the bat here is called a rocket boost. And I'll show you what that
Ваба вообще новичок, ну, как бы неизвестный на этом канале. Первый раз вижу этого человека. В общем-то,
And we're going to use this tool to get up here to the roof of this building here and grab this item. Oh gosh.
This is an intended mechanic, by the way. This is not an exploit.
Да, собственно, это...
It's really hard to control, but it's a lot of fun to use.
В общем,
and we've been using a
как раннер говорит, типа механика, которая должна быть, ну, которая предполагается разработчиками, потому что мы можем вот так вот летать.
Is we have to complete all of these challenges from the Backyard Kids. And you know the Backyard Kids. I'm sure you've heard of Pablo Sanchez and, you know, Pete Wheeler, Ricky Johnson, all those awesome characters and stuff. We have to do 6 challenges in each world before we get the opportunity
Значит, нам нужно будет сделать 6 челленджей, и потом будем файтиться с боссом. Файтиться, знаете, вот типа слово fight. Файтиться, типа биться, воевать, там драться, все такое.
This is a spatula challenge, and the thing we have to do for her is we have to make sure we do her challenge on every world, because she is going to be what allows us to proceed to the next world. And how many worlds are there, Jamie?
There are 5 worlds in total. There's the neighborhood
да,
here,
здесь 5 миров, если что, на всякий случай скажу вам, 5 миров. Опять же, ну, знаете...
Believe it or not, we are playing the Game of the Year edition. This is the Game of the Year release.
Это релиз игры, если что, Game of the Year. Игра года.
The original game was... Well, yeah, I mean, it's the greatest game ever made, but... Yeah, okay, I take my point back there.
Здесь такое, как обучение происходит сейчас, вот как вы можете видеть, потому что нас обучают, какие кнопки, что, где, когда нажимать, для каких трюков.
And now I'm gonna switch characters. We only use Pete in that first world there, and the reason we do that is because even though this character has maxed out stats, it still has a shorter ollie than like Pete does and some other characters. So Pete is the fastest on the ground and has a pretty good ollie.
Да, персонаж, в общем, в котором мы играем, это Пит. У Пита наибольшая скорость на земле.
And it saves a good 10 seconds at least to do that.
There's more menuing though, more potential to mess up.
That's true. There's definitely more menuing. And then that challenge.
Так, это что лагает? У меня лагает или это лагает трансляция оригинальная? Ребята, у вас, я не знаю, что там как со стримом.
The slope boosting. You want to tell them a little bit about that, Jamie?
Right, so Game of the Year exclusive,
Окей, всё.
baby. We found that
Что-то
repeatedly
происходит у них это
ollieing and
часто,
regrinding on
но
uphill slopes actually gives you a pretty
не
substantial
будем никого
speed
винить.
boost. In the original game, the ollie was broken to hell, but in this version of the game, they just broke grind instead.
Yeah, so this was not in the original version. This is
Значит,
exclusive
Олли
to
был,
the Game of the Year,
ну,
making it all
трюк
that
Олли
better.
был
Intended mechanics
сломан в
optional.
оригинальной игре, здесь в
And then you
версии
see we
Game
got
of the
another
Year
challenge,
сломана
just
просто
another collectathon. A
обычная
lot of them
поездка,
are the
тут
same. It's a
сломана в том
really
плане,
easy run to
что
get
можно
into because a lot
эксплодить
of the
жестко.
challenges that you have to do are super similar, and it's just optimizing the slope boosting mechanic and having really good movement to get a good time. So here's Sally again.
We don't say it's easy, we say it's approachable.
Я лично
And it's
считаю,
not
что это
short,
самая
it's
красивая игра,
fast-paced.
которая
You
когда-либо
gotta
была
sell it.
сделана.
You gotta sell it.
I
Ну,
mean,
после
it's
сапера,
really easy to
конечно.
get into, but hard to master.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Depth. That's something. Depth, right? Depth.
Yeah, and it's been super optimized. Jamie, tell them about the world record progression of this game recently.
So, I was originally an original version of the game runner, didn't touch Game of the Year much. When I came in, Game of the Year world record was I think 1440 or something like that, and we've gotten it down to about 1240 just over the course of like a few months.
2-minute time save.
2-minute time save in a 14-minute category.
Yeah, and a ton of different mechanics and just like time saves and strats that we've found. It's been awesome. It's a great time to get into this game, honestly.
I honestly think it's a very fun little run. It's not, it's not like a huge marathon run, but it's just a fun little thing. I really enjoy it.
Yep. So we're gonna get that rocket boost item again to do some more boost abuse. So we're gonna go up to Pete Wheeler, who's gonna be our boss in this.
Да, у нас сейчас босс будет скоро.
Ooh, and I didn't mess it up. Let's go. And then this is where we can really have some fun with rocket boost abuse, and I really want to show it off. So we'll see how this goes.
You can either save a run or kill it horribly here.
So you can see if you just fly through the air, you can really gain some speed doing that. Oh, this is great.
Так, отлично получилось.
I like to get to those bricks right there with the rocket boost, so that worked out
Неплохо,
great.
конечно, у него получается
there's one more
летать.
place in the game in the usual route that we could maybe use a rocket boost, but it depends if Perk is cool enough to go for it. Are you cool enough to go for it?
Absolutely, I'm going for the
Perk is cool enough.
man.
Perk is cool enough to go
Значит,
for
они
it.
тут рассуждали, какой раут взять. Раннер возьмет самый крутой раут.
This whole world they added just for the Game of the Year edition, and wouldn't you know it, it's my least favorite of all of them.
В общем, в игре есть в версии игры года, то есть данной игры, да, есть отдельный прям мир, специально созданный для этой версии, который менее всего нравится раннеру.
You'll see a nice little jump we do later that I don't know if parents would approve that though. Oh, let's go. I got the bonk cancel there. If you bonk into a wall when you're doing a trick, you can cancel the landing animation.
В общем, вы выполняете трюк в этой игре, и если вы во время выполнения трюка врезаетесь в стену, значит, так бонкаетесь, то как бы эффект падения, он отменяется просто, и все. Так что, да. Ну, собственно, то, что происходит в игре, могут делать все люди, которые умеют кататься на скейтборде, если что. Так что будьте осторожны.
We made it. We're good. It was worth it. We made it. It was an adventure. We're making it exciting for the viewers.
A swag strat to save 2 seconds that ultimately lost us probably 5 since we couldn't get up to the next guy.
It gained so much in coolness though, and that's more important.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. This guy is bugged. He's really funny. You can see he's putting his hands up. I just wanted to show him off. He's doing all these dance moves to get your attention, but when you click on him, he just kind of freezes. None of the other NPCs do that. Just him. So gotta love him.
Yeah, he's doing the victory dance that the NPCs do after you beat a mission, but he's just always doing it. He's just happy.
Yeah, for sure. You can see that I'm resetting to the beginning of the world a lot. I do that just to save some time from it's where it's like more optimal to reset to the beginning of the stage than to go to the next challenge from where you are already standing. We do that all the time. Those jumps are really tight. I'm really glad I got them.
So the helicopter cutscene is the longest break in this entire run you get.
В общем,
Yeah,
да,
so, like,
катсцена
right
с
here-
вертолетом, там она
Yeah, so right here, this is a really easy
самый
challenge,
большой
and then there's a
перерыв
big
во время
cutscene after
рана.
it, so this is an awesome time if we do have any
И
donations.
сейчас у нас будут некоторые донаты
We do
происходить, потому
have
что
some
здесь особо
donations.
ничего
We have
не
a
происходит.
donation by Rotomonkey with $100, which is insane,
Thank you.
saying, "Greetings from the US. Thank you to all the runners and staff." We also have another donation by Pimecone with $35 with no comment. And
Мгм.
both of these are going towards the Saints Row any percent character lookalike as Waluigi.
Так,
Thank you
Well,
very
that
much.
sounds like something I can get
Yeah.
behind.
Sounds like we got a winner there, yeah.
ну,
Alright, cool.
выполнение
Coming up
челленджев,
on
конечно,
RUSC here. He's a
продолжается.
pretty tough boss challenge. The others have been pretty simple. Jamie, tell him why this is such an annoying boss fight.
So this challenge is infuriating because on the surface it doesn't look that hard. You just have to jump over all the 4 arms in that satellite dish. Except number 1, you actually have to ollie off them. You can't just skate off the edge. And number 2, you have to reach a certain height above it.
В общем,
So a lot of the
сложное,
times you'll
здесь
think you
есть
actually jump
сложность в
over
этом
it, but then the
моменте,
game won't count it because it hates you.
которая
So you just
заключается
have
в
to go
том,
over
что
and
вы
do it
сейчас
again.
находитесь,
And I got to,
ну, персонаж
I did do that to
находился
show it off once. I did jump over one
на
of the
тарелке,
one of
на
the
спутниковой
pillars or
тарелке, и
whatever, and
там
didn't catch it.
сложность
So
заключается в том,
yeah.
что
No,
вам
this
нужно
this
достичь
this
определенной
challenge is more
высоты
finicky than it looks.
и делать
There's a
определенные
worse
трюки в
version
этот
of it
момент.
coming up in
То
the
есть вот
castle.
это как раз
Yeah,
сложность, и
seriously.
это
And that
достает
little joust
раннеров.
spot challenge, the goal of that one is to grind on that joust spot's lance 3 times, but you only need to grind on it once. And then for some reason, if you do a kickflip or any trick afterwards, it'll count it as a grind on the joust spot's lance. It makes no sense.
It was present in the original version, and they did not fix it
Yeah,
in the
they
game of the
didn't
year.
fix it. It's great. All right, Marky's always an annoying challenge. He's really finicky. All right, we're coming up on one of my favorite challenges.
Сейчас
Just
будет
because
еще
I
челлендж
came
такой
up with
прикольный,
the
неплохой,
strat for it, and it saves
веселый.
a really good amount of time.
Yeah, this used to be incredibly painful in this version of the game, and now it's a breeze.
Yeah.
В
So you
общем,
can see there,
в
my goal
одной
was to
из
get a bunch of
версий,
points.
в
Look in
предыдущей
the bottom
версии
left,
игры,
I got
там это был самый сложный,
241,000
ну типа
points.
как
It didn't look
сложный,
like I really did anything,
неприятный
right?
челлендж.
So in the
Сейчас он
past, we
намного
would have to
легче.
actually do tricks, and it took forever to get that many points. But
Но мы должны
I
еще,
found that
ну,
for
во
some
время
reason, if you're
этого
grinding and you
момента
mash
должны
the mouse
набрать
button, which we
определенное
don't use
количество
at all during the run,
поинтов.
except in that moment, you just do a bunch of tricks and get a bunch of points. It's
А в
really weird and
предыдущей
makes
версии
no
тут
sense,
нужно
but
было
it's
просто
like
в
so
определенный
much time.
момент
I'm pretty sure it's actually
делать
related to the same
трюки,
thing that lets
очень
slow
сложно было
boosting
набрать
work, and that this game
поинты,
lets you
и
regrind
сейчас
almost
намного
instantly
легче,
after
мы
a
можем
last
любые
grind. So
трюки
mashing
делать, и
click disc mashes grind,
особо ничего
and
нам
you
не
get a ton of grind tricks in a
усложняет
very short amount of
жизнь,
time.
так что...
Yeah, and it's weird when you click the mouse button, you just do like a random special trick, so it works out great. Again, parents, don't let your kids skateboard off of the drawbridge in the castle. It's not a great idea.
Fun.
All right, so we're coming up after this challenge on the hardest part of the game.
Так,
The only thing
dreaded
that makes this
Justice
game,
Swords.
one of the 2 challenges that make this game really annoying and inconsistent to run sometimes. All right,
Yeah,
and
this
that's
is-
gonna,
да,
yeah,
игра
go ahead.
продолжает лагать.
I was just gonna say this is a rare instance of a challenge that's harder in GOTY than it is in the original version. This is a breeze in the original version, but GOTY it hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and focus because this is just so annoying. Basically, we're trying to collect these gems over these big
В
robot
общем,
heads,
что здесь
but
происходит?
they're
Вот
really
головы
high up,
роботов.
and
Надо собрать
like we were talking about earlier, this
гемы,
custom
не знаю,
character
это
that we use,
ну,
while
изумруды
fast,
такие,
does
по
not
сути.
get a lot of height on his jumps.
У нас некоторые проблемы с прыжками есть.
I was
У него
right
почти
there, and it didn't
получилось.
Yeah,
Жалко,
it's really hard. It can
жалко.
take anywhere from like
Ну,
20
так,
seconds to like
да,
a
получилось.
minute and a half.
Хорош.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
that
is.
one was good. That's how it should go.
We actually didn't think that it was possible to do this challenge with the custom skater for a while. For a while, we switched back to Pete just for
В
this
общем,
level, but we found out
долгое
that if
время
you can do it
раннеры
э,
with custom
этой
skater,
игры
it's
считали, что вот этот
Yeah,
челлендж
I was
очень
the
сложным,
first
ну
one
вообще
dumb enough to
невозможно
do
будет
it
сделать,
just so, 'cause
если
I
у
was
вас
like, if
кастомный
we wanna
персонаж,
optimize
и
this
они
time, this is
на
a great
Пита
way to do it.
переключались, ну, на
Yeah.
персонажа,
Because
которого
Pete
имя
is
Пит.
slower almost everywhere else. Because that low ollie is
Но в
better
итоге
for
потом
everything
оказалось,
except
что
this mission
можно
pretty
все-таки
much.
выполнять этот челлендж
And
с
I don't
кастомным
like to make it
персонажем.
that much. So having to change characters mid-run while we do it now back in the day, I was like, I don't want to do this. Anyways, we made it to our final world.
Да, здесь последний мир, если что. Последний мир, очень долгий ран.
This game does have a plot.
И наконец-то последний мир.
The neighborhood skate part is
Как
awful.
это
The
даже
kids hate it,
наконец-то?
so
Нет, не наконец-то.
we raised the funds. We're gonna
Крутая
make a
же игра, мне
skateboarding tour
кажется.
around the world, you know, boardwalk, all that, to unlock
Между
the
прочим.
skate station alpha. It's the ultimate skate
Впрочем,
park,
между...
possibly on the moon, possibly not on the moon. The game doesn't make it very clear. It's awesome.
Well, there is that one character that says, "Whoa, look at me! I'm on the moon, man!"
Yeah, but he's kind of out there. I don't think he knows where he is, honestly.
Количество поинтов вот видно в левом верхнем углу. За что мы получаем поинты, видно в левой части экрана.
The alien egg hunt mission is fun with slow boosting.
Ooh, and that's a perfect point challenge right there.
Так,
Took like less than a second.
да, у него довольно быстро получилось поинты заработать.
We finally get to finish the game with kicking off a big concert at the skate station.
У нас будет крутой концерт здесь в скейт-парке, по сути.
And we are coming up on the very end of the run. It's been a fun time on the moon with all of you.
Да, underestimate жесткий на самом деле, но никто не против, наверное. Кроме меня очень хотелось бы еще посмотреть эту игру.
Yeah, they couldn't afford Tony Hawk, so we went with the next best thing.
Шутки такие происходят, что типа разработчики игры, у них не хватало денег на Тони Хока, к сожалению, поэтому тут некоторые другие персонажи.
Okay, cool. Okay, one more trick. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. Well, let's get back to Andy. I'm coming home, Andy.
Old school Andy. It's the Boston version of Andy.
Yeah. All right, time is coming up in about
Так, время будет скоро. Время. Все здесь, концерт. 14:39, я думаю, либо 38, скорее всего 39. Ну точно не 40.
The legendary backyard skateboarding.
Да, легендарная игра Backyard Skateboarding. Легендарная игра Backyard Skateboarding. Спасибо heyitsperk. Спасибо его комментатору Джеймска. Спасибо тому, кто читал донаты. То есть это Water Arco. Значит, спасибо создателям игры, я думаю. Да? Спасибо мне. Да не за что, мужик. Ну, собственно, Клапа, ребята, пипи-хайпы. Очень жаль, что так мало пипи-хайпов и Клап в чате, но жесть. Скоро, как скоро? Может быть, в течение минут 10 у нас будет следующий ран. Это Мега Мэн, Доктор Виллис Ревенж. В категории Any%, раннер Мэникс 86, Estimate 23 минуты. Да, Клэп тоже можно, Фроплок тоже можно. Господа, ребята, товарищи. Спасибо, что были со мной. Следующий, да, Мегамен. Вы крутые. ESA крутая. Продолжайте находиться на этом канале. Подписывайтесь на группу ВКонтакте, если что. Там будет вся информация. В том числе информация о наборах